channel. I'm Trisha John. So today's video, I'm going to talk about how to communicate effectively with your partner. Now, have you ever gotten into an argument with your partner that really stresses both of you out? Well, what I want you to understand is that, disagreements and conflicts are healthy in relationship. Now, what's unhealthy is that, how you handle it. The way that you handle it, it can make or break a relationship. So communication should be a win-win situation. We are all unique and we have our differences. But the goal here is how to come down to a mutual agreement. So I came up with 4 tips that I think is important to help you how to communicate effectively and how to solve those conflicts and also to reconnect with your partners. So the first tip is the right timing. Now here I talk about when you need to talk to your partner about something that needs some kinds of decision. So when you need to talk to him, you gotta find the right timing. For most of us women, what we do is that when we have something in our mind and we will just wanna say it, and we just want to get off our mind regardless of whether he's ready to listen or not. But the idea is you must ask for his time. Well, why do we have to ask for time? Is that when you do, you asking for his focus 100%. You asking for undivided attention. You asking for something that he needs to pay attention and listen to you. Not only that, when you ask for his time, you show him respect, and more likely, he will show you respect as well. Something that you can say is that, if you need to talk to him about the kids in school, you can say, I need to talk to you about, the kids, about their school, and, when would be a good time for you? Or you can always suggest a time like, how about after dinner? Will it be okay for you? Something like that. And by asking his time, he will be ready to listen to you. So when it comes to the right timing for yourself, you must be ready. You gotta stay calm, positive, and watch your tone of voice. And you gotta speak with love. For the whole time, you gotta make sure you remain respectfully. Try not to be right and try not to win an argument. Your goal here is to focus on the issue itself. So the second tip I have for you is to use technique. So whenever you start out a conversation with your partner, the first thing first, you wanna start out by saying something nice or by saying something positive but honest. For example, you can always say, I really appreciate you for taking the kids to activities. I really, love it when you help me out by checking their homework. But however, then you continue with, the concerns that you have and you can share your feeling from there. Then you talk about the issues and any concern that you have by sharing your feelings. Now making sure here that, you share your feelings rather than blaming. And try to avoid who's right and who's wrong. Because if you do go into that direction, those are the signs of attacking. And if he senses, he will put his guard up and you guys will talk back and forth and trying to, saying that I'm right, you're wrong, and get into an argument. So does it sound familiar to you? Another thing you want to avoid is using the word you. For example, you messed up. It was you. But to use the word I more often. Like for example, I feel this way. I feel that way. By doing that, it helps other person to understand your point of view rather than feeling attacked. The third tip I have for you is to be a good listener. Now, if there's a disagreement and he has something to say, well, hear him out and be a good listener. One of the biggest mistake in communication is that we listen not to understand, but we listen to reply. And so what you want to do is try not to interrupt and try not to get defensive, but try to put yourself in his shoes. Now, you don't have to agree what he has to say, but try to understand his point of view. When he feels that you heard, he more likely to listen to what you have to say or what your side of the story is. So the 4 tips I have for you is to make sure that you clarify. So whenever we communicate, we want the other person to understand our message. Now, to make sure that that message is delivered, you want to make sure that you clarify. So you want to go ahead and ask him if he understands your message, or vice versa. If he has something to say to you, you make sure you repeat what you heard and then ask him if he feels that you understand his message. So communication is very important. It can make or break a relationship. So if you do it right, communication can help you to build a deeper connection with your partners. So in today's video, I hope it helps you to communicate effectively with your partner. Good luck, and I will see you the next video. Bye for now.